The following content contains personal experiences of our hosts and guests. We are not experts in this matter. We encourage challenging conversations with others and to achieve healing from our childhood. We hope to connect and allow a safe space to have an open discussion. It is not intended as a substitute for the advice of a qualified professional, diagnosis, or treatment.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. 2026. Let's go. Let's get into it.
All right. And if you're doing dry January, make sure to drink some Sanzo. Our friends at Sanzo, always keeping us hydrated. So
yes. And
cheers.
This is cheersies. And this is the brand new flavor, the latest new flavor that joined the Sanzo line, Mandarin.
Love it.
Orange. So, yeah. Here, we're going to get that ASMR. The crisp sound of Santo.
Welcome back, First Gen podcast listeners, feelers. Hope everyone is having a great start to the year so far. We are still in the year of the snake, so continue to shed. Transform. And
let it all go.
Let it all go. I love it. I'm one of your hosts, Nina Flores. I'm joined by my lovely cousin and co-host,
Tiffany Kristie. Welcome back, First Gen feelers, listeners. Happy New Year.
Yes. In the next couple months, we'll be celebrating Year of the Horse, which is really exciting. So Year of the Horse signifies energy, freedom, action, and forward momentum, representing traits like enthusiasm, independence, and perseverance. A call to move forward, embracing change rather than standing still. So very excited for that.
Very exciting.
Yeah.
Here we are, 2026.
2026.
Let's go.
Super exciting.
And for today, we were thinking of diving a little bit into kind of a spicy, hot topic, I would say. a little, I don't know, not safe for work. I don't, inappropriate. No,
don't listen to this at work, guys.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not. It's just very interesting. Nina and I have chatted about this previously, and just thought maybe it's time to just tap into the subject.
Yeah.
Just with everything going around in this nation, in this country, but also just peeling back some layers and talking about our experiences. So for today's topic, we wanted to dive a little bit more, as Asian women, wanted to talk a little bit more on representation, and also how some of the drawbacks of the representation in media, especially with a lot of things that are going on in our country right now as well. But to throw back, Nina and I did talk about certain things, how Asian women have been hyper-sexualized, and a lot of it can also stem from, from films, representation in the media, and what have you. Even just bringing up, like, I love movies. I love watching movies, and one of the films from way back then is a Stanley Kubrick film, Full Metal Jacket, which was a classic in film school, and a lot of people have watched it outside of film school as well. But even with that, it takes place in the Vietnam War, and how the women there are portrayed and sexualized, and to be there to service these soldiers that are fighting overseas. And I think even the quote that is also part of a song, "Love You Long Time," has became and coined a phrase. It feels very negative. It's it's so cool. Oh, our culture, or Asian women, or just the Asian culture is represented in a film. that is awesome, but it's not. It just basically became like a stereotype, or you're just put into one category or one box. So yeah, so like,
No, you're absolutely right. The way we're represented, I mean, yes, great to be on screen, great to be seen, but the way we're represented is sort of this hyper-sexualized, kinky, you know, kinky Asian women. I mean, I think we're definitely more than that, but that's how we have been represented in movies. And then all these stereotypes form. So yeah, we're all about being advocates for representation of Asian American folks and other cultures in the media, but we sort of want to break out of those types of roles, right? And so, yeah, I think the only way to do that is by talking about it and having us storytellers, creators, producers really tell full, authentic stories.
yeah,
Yeah.
which is happening.
Which is happening,
Which is
totally.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Great job to Hollywood.
Yeah.
We're making some moves here. But as a culture, and it just seems like the Western culture still needs some work towards broadening the horizons.
Yeah.
You know, growing up and then seeing the media, there wasn't a lot of people that look like me.
Yeah.
So then as a young teenager, or just a young person, just thinking like, oh, am I attractive? Am I attractive enough? And with the stereotypes, or just like presuming like I am a certain thing or person, do I find myself attractive? And just even more of the representation, and just even in music or in song, like Weezer, for instance, like calling out Japanese girls. I was just like, wow, he's into Asian women. Like, we're attractive. Was eye-opening, and it just like the representation, but then again, it's just still tied to hyper-sexualization of people that look like me, or us, essentially.
Yeah.
And so it's like questioning, are we attractive? Are we,
Yeah.
are we, then, for me navigating through like college, it was like I became the token Asian girl. At least in film school, there weren't a lot of other people that looked like me in my class, in my group. So it was just that I just became, I feel like beauty standards have now grown and like embraced all different skin types, different cultures, different pigments, and it's just not, it's nice to see that it's not just the one thing that's out there that's going to fit the mold.
Yeah.
And I don't know about you, Nina, being in the beauty industry and just seeing a lot of stuff that's on the other side.
Yeah.
If any of this resonates, or
Oh,
anything
totally.
you tap into.
Yeah, I mean, just going back to what you said, like being in school, I always question, am I attractive? Growing up in the Midwest, it was predominantly white, Caucasian. I wasn't treated differently. I think that was actually a good thing. I felt like I fit in with everyone, but I know I looked different. So in terms of like dating and kind of my experience with men, it's like I always questioned, am I attractive? But when I got to high school, then it was like I was hypersexualized, because now I'm like the exotic Asian girl in the class, and that's kind of hot, So yeah, I went through all of that.
Yeah.
And I still kind of go through that, right? I mean, it's just, we're always growing, but definitely headed in the right direction. Yeah, I mean, I'm a licensed esthetician. I work in the beauty industry, and it's interesting because in the beauty industry, especially with Asian-owned massage parlors, there's all these stereotypes like, oh, these women can give you a happy ending. And it sucks because in the beauty industry, like, it's such a fulfilling career. And I enjoy it as an esthetician. I know a lot of my friends who work in the industry enjoy it as well. And it's like, we just love doing this job. We don't need to be stereotyped as a person that is going to give more in a service just because we're Asian, right? So I think it kind of sucks, but that's the stereotype all the time, right? And there's jokes made about it, and sure, I mean, I have a sense of humor, but at the end of the day, it's like, it kind of sucks that that's how people see us,
Right. That's how it's perceived, and that like we're not just one dimensional, you know, like there's so much more. I know in like films there's more and more creators and that are sharing outside of just the just that stereotype, right? You know, Chloe Zhao, award-winning filmmaker, is breaking barriers there, and just like there's movement, which is nice. And but yeah, I feel like still a lot of room for growth, of course, for everybody,
for sure.
you know.
And in a lot of these films too, Asian women were always the submissive one, right?
Yeah.
We're serving the man. We're supposed to be quiet, obedient. But you're absolutely right. I mean, now we're breaking barriers and we're seeing all dimensions for Asian American, not just women, but people. So I think that's really great. But yeah, it's all about let's keep creating. Let's take away that fear and break those barriers and really represent who we are.
Yes. Who knows? Some people might say that's a good thing. They're like, oh, I wish I was that because then I would get a lot of attention or attraction. And I'm like, it's a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
Because yeah, it's even tying back to the salons, like back in 2021. Do you remember that incident? And this was all through the Asian hate during the COVID times pandemic. But someone in Atlanta shot up a salon.
I do. Yeah, I remember that.
Run by Asian women, and I think it was because of the Asian hate, and there's a drawback there. Like, why hate? I think we were trying to tie this to Minnesota, right?
Yeah. In my hometown right now, in Minneapolis, there's so much chaos going on there. It's really scary. I talked to some people back there, and it's like they're afraid to leave their house. You know, I mean, you think to yourself, how do we get to this point? So I really think it's up to us as leaders having a platform like this to really be a voice for people, to make a difference in some way. And I think it all starts by talking about it, having conversations, difficult conversations, but also fighting back to stop the hate, not just for Asians, but for the hate for immigrants. So it's sad to see. It's heartbreaking.
It is totally heartbreaking, and it's wild to see that this is where this country is. And even U.S. citizens are getting pulled. So, it's there goes just the racial profiling of what you look like. Okay, we're gonna go get you.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter about the actual status or documentation you have. It's like what you look like, and then the harassment.
The violence.
The violence.
The way they're going about it is just, it's harassment, violence, all of that. I feel like we're going backwards in history, everything that immigrants have fought for, everything that women have fought for, it's like being reversed.
Mm-hmm.
And it's sad.
It's being stripped away.
I know.
So that's why we got to keep fighting and not back down. Check on your friends, your neighbors, your family, your loved ones.
Yeah.
I think it does start off in the local community as a starting point, and then we could go from there.
Mm-hmm. But I love to see the businesses too fighting back.
Yeah.
Because they're a huge part of our community. So if you're a business owner, you got to support your peeps out there.
Yep.
So I love it when I see a business out there fighting back. We can't tolerate this shit. We can't tolerate this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I can.
Question for the listeners, audience members. Is there a film or TV show, or just film or TV show that may have misrepresented your culture in recent times or from back then? Is there something out there that they got it wrong? Would love to hear.
Yeah. DM us, send us a message. Yeah.
Leave us
We
a
wanna hear from
comment. Just curious.
Mm-hmm.
Because, yeah, the more we talk about it, just breaks down the barriers, and also just takes us out of this one-dimensional being, you know? There's so many layers, and we can expand from there.
Yeah. Agreed.
Any of this episode resonated, or, want to help us out and give us a like, subscribe, share this with a friend. We truly appreciate it. But this has been a nice time again, Nina. Feel free to share. Link in our description, and also I'll put it up on the screen. But yeah, give us a follow. We typically have an episode every month on Thursdays, so stay tuned for the next one. Yeah. Happy New Year. We are getting ready for the Year of the Horse in the Chinese zodiac. Yeah. Let's get to it. 2026.
2026.
We'll catch you next time.
Bye.